Alice thinks she has already seen the strangest things in Wonderland, but she is wrong. A quiet house in the woods hides loud crashes, endless sneezing, and a crying baby inside. Two strange servants deliver a royal message, but no one seems to care about manners, logic, or even safety. When Alice finally steps through the door, she enters a kitchen filled with smoke, flying dishes, sharp voices, and a grinning cat that never stops smiling. What is happening in this house? Who is the strange Duchess? And why does everything here feel completely out of control? Alice is about to find out that in Wonderland, things can always get even madder. Chapter 6. Pig and Pepper. Alice stood for a short time looking at the house and wondering what to do next. Suddenly, a servant wearing a uniform came running out of the woods. She thought he was a servant because of his clothes. If she looked only at his face, she would have thought he looked like a fish. He knocked loudly on the door with his hand. Another servant opened the door. This one had a round face and big eyes like a frog. Both servants had white powdered hair that curled all over their heads. Alice was very curious and moved a little closer to listen. The fish servant took out a very large letter from under his arm and gave it to the frog servant. He said in a serious voice, "For the Duchess, an invitation from the Queen to play croquet." The frog servant repeated the same words in a serious voice, but changed the order a little. Then they both bowed, and their curly hair got stuck together. Alice laughed so much that she ran back into the woods so they wouldn't hear her. When she looked again, the fish servant was gone, and the other one was sitting on the ground, staring into the sky. Alice went slowly to the door and knocked. "There is no use knocking," said the servant. "First, I am on the same side of the door as you. Second, they are making so much noise inside that no one can hear you." Inside, there was loud crying and sneezing, and sometimes a big crash like dishes breaking. "Please, then how can I get in?" Alice asked. "There would be some sense in knocking if the door were between us," he said, still looking at the sky. "If you were inside, you could knock and I could let you out." Alice thought this was very rude, but she asked again, "How can I get in?" "I will sit here until tomorrow, or maybe the next day." Just then the door opened and a plate flew out and almost hit his head. It only touched his nose and broke against a tree. "Or the next day, maybe," he continued, calmly, like nothing had happened. "How can I get in?" Alice asked, louder. "Are you supposed to get in at all?" he said. "That is the first question." Alice did not like that answer. "All these creatures argue too much," she said to herself. The servant started whistling. Alice gave up talking to him. "He's an idiot," she said, and she opened the door and went inside. The door opened into a big kitchen full of smoke. The Duchess was sitting on a stool with 3 legs, holding a baby. The cook was standing by the fire, stirring a big pot of soup. "There is too much pepper in that soup," Alice thought, because she kept sneezing. The air was full of pepper. The Duchess sometimes sneezed, and the baby sneezed and cried all the time. Only the cook and a big cat sitting by the fire did not sneeze. The cat was smiling very widely. "Please," Alice said shyly, "why is your cat smiling like that?" "It's a Cheshire Cat," said the Duchess. "That's why. Pig." She said "pig" very loudly, and Alice jumped, but she saw that the Duchess was talking to the baby, not to her. "I didn't know Cheshire Cats always smile," Alice said. "I didn't even know cats could smile." "They all can," said the Duchess, "and most of them do." "I don't know any," said Alice, politely. "You don't know much," said the Duchess. Alice did not like that, so she tried to change the subject. But suddenly the cook started throwing things from the kitchen at the Duchess and the baby, pans, plates, and dishes. The Duchess did not care when things hit her. The baby cried so much that Alice couldn't tell if it was hurt. "Oh, please be careful," Alice shouted. Oh no, his nose! A pan almost hit the baby's face. If everyone minded their own business, the Duchess said, the world would move faster. That would not be good, Alice said. Then day and night would be all mixed up. The earth takes 24 hours to turn. Talking of turning, cut off her head, the Duchess said. Alice looked at the cook, but the cook kept stirring the soup and didn't seem to hear. The Duchess then sang a strange lullaby and shook the baby roughly at the end of each line. The baby cried wow, wow, wow with the cook. After the song, the Duchess threw the baby to Alice. You can take care of it if you want. I must go play croquet with the Queen. She left the room, and the cook threw a frying pan after her, but missed. Alice held the baby, but it was strange. It moved its arms and legs in all directions like a starfish. It made loud noises like a steam engine. After a while, Alice found a way to hold it and took it outside. If I leave this baby here, they might kill it, she thought. That would be terrible. The baby started making grunting sounds. Alice looked at its face. Its nose looked more like a pig's nose, and its eyes were very small. She didn't like how it looked. If you turn into a pig, she said seriously, I don't want anything to do with you. Soon the baby really did turn into a pig. Alice put it down, and it ran into the woods. She felt relieved. Then she saw the Cheshire Cat sitting in a tree. Which way should I go from here? She asked. That depends on where you want to go, said the cat. I don't really care, Alice said. Then it doesn't matter which way you go, said the cat. Alice asked what kind of people lived nearby. In one direction lives the Hatter, in the other direction lives the March Hare. They are both mad. I don't want to go among mad people, Alice said. You can't help it, said the cat. We are all mad here. I'm mad, you are mad. How do you know I'm mad? Asked Alice. You must be, said the cat, or you wouldn't be here. The cat said it was mad because it behaved differently from a dog. Then it asked if she would play croquet with the Queen. I would like to, Alice said, but I haven't been invited. You will see me there, said the cat, and disappeared. Later it appeared again, asked about the baby, and disappeared once more, slowly this time, until its smile was left in the air. A smile without a cat, said Alice. That is the strangest thing I've ever seen. Then she walked towards the March Hare's house. The chimneys looked like ears, and the roof looked like fur. The house was very large. She made herself a little taller by eating some mushroom and walked towards it nervously. Maybe I should have gone to see the Hatter instead, she said to herself. After escaping the crazy kitchen, the crying baby, and the rude Duchess, Alice thinks inns cannot get any stranger. But Wonderland always has surprises waiting. A baby turns into a pig, a cat disappears but leaves its smile behind, and Alice learns that everyone here might be a little mad, including herself. Now she must choose where to go next, towards the Hatter or the March Hare, and her adventure is only getting more curious.